First you'd be like, he's cute, and then you'd like click his profile and be like, he's a Jedi.
How do you think this date is going?
Probably like a 3 out of 10.
I'm haunted by the kiss you never should have given me.
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. It's the tale of the Millennial Falcon. Today, from ScreenJunkies, we have Roth Cornett and Joe Starr.
Ooh. My battery's low, so my light doesn't work.
Yeah, we got the bit. Can we turn on the studio lights, the professional lighting equipment, guys? We're good. It was funny.
I thought it worked.
You loved it.
It was good.
Yeah. So welcome, girls, to my slumber party.
Thanks. I'm really excited
Thanks
to
for
be
being
here.
with us,
Thanks for
girlfriend.
coming.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I needed
Ladies.
some girl time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We're all in our pajamas because it's a slumber party because we're talking about Star Wars relationships today. And the reason is that I myself am looking for love. For some reason, unsuccessfully. I often turn to the Star Wars movies for inspiration on that and wisdom. But I discovered that, the Star Wars community comes with its own Star Wars specific drawbacks and red flags.
Can we get some of yours?
Okay, I don't know if they'll be right, but...
If the person thinks that Rogue One is a great addition to Star Wars because of all of the logic through lines in the stories that are so on point.
Yeah, I feel like if somebody was like, it covered all those plot holes.
Yeah.
And
That guy might not be
Like
for you.
how it worked. What about if he hated BB-8? And it was like so
Oh no,
stupid.
that's a huge deal breaker.
That guy can't even be in the
That's
same room with
actually,
you.
yeah, I would have to kill whoever said that.
Yeah.
That would just be murder as a result.
Yeah. If you want to see what we're working with, I actually tried speed dating at Star Wars Celebration, and we recorded the whole thing for the world to watch. So let's roll the clip of that.
I think the reason it's so hard to get dates is not enough guys like Star Wars. So I'm at a Star Wars convention and they have a speed dating thing and I couldn't get in. So instead I decided to set up my own. So I think if I try to grab some speed dates here and poach them from the speed dating rounds, I might be able to find the perfect man. Welcome to your date with me. It's a speed date.
It is a speed date, yes. Very
I'm
quick.
Jenny.
I'm Brad. It's nice to meet you.
You too, Brad.
My name is Jim.
Jim Urso.
Jim Urso? No.
My name is Jenny.
You're Jenny?
You have a name tag, so that means you've been dating already?
Like for 3 minutes each for each person.
Did you really hit it off with one of them?
I think so, but we'll see in 45 minutes.
I can't believe you said that on our date. If you liked one of them, why are we even here? Why are you wasting my time, Tyler? Why are you here?
Here at Celebration,
Earth.
Earth. I sneak out of my job to get here, so.
That's a bad quality.
But I'm a teacher.
So you abandon those children to come here. Do you abandon children often?
Fridays, mostly.
I'm from Houston. I like to put gel in my hair, and I like Star Wars.
Okay. The second one was weird.
I'm an accountant. I live a pretty boring life. I'm 28. I don't like Star Wars that much, but here I am at a Star Wars convention.
I'm excited to meet people that like Star Wars.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah,
for me.
no, a lot of that didn't. It just kept
It
getting
didn't-
worse. If you were a Star Wars character, which one would you be?
I'd probably be Han, just because he's the most charismatic. But
That's wow.
Yeah.
Toot your own horn. Which Star Wars character would you say that you are? Is it Elon Sleazebogano? Because that's not.
No,
Great.
that's not who I identify with. I identify a bit more with characters like Biggs Darklighter. He serves a crucial role, but he's kind of in the background, and he also has an awesome mustache.
Yep, that's good.
Luke's, I think, a virgin in it, so I would say I don't want to be Luke at that
It's
point.
very judgy.
Yeah.
Poor Luke.
Yeah, well, it's true, though. I mean, maybe it
Very
happens
mean.
in between the movies.
Quite mean.
Which character do you most identify with?
General Grievous.
The coughing, the horror.
Coughing, appearance, personality.
Maybe we can turn it around, Like what's your
Okay.
favorite Star Wars movie?
I like Episode 3.
Episode 3? Like one of the prequels.
Yeah.
I feel like now I just dropped now.
What's your favorite?
Empire.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not very original. My favorite episode is episode 3. What about yours?
Episode 5. Empire
Why? What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire.
Everyone said that.
But like,
I'm not even gonna remember you when you walk away.
okay, but like if I said Attack of the Clones, it would just be a lie, and it.
I remember that.
Well, at the same
That's
time.
the romantic one. That would have been a good choice.
I mean, it's my
Too late now.
Okay.
Sell yourself to me.
Well, I'm single.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that's a plus.
Okay, that you wasted so much time telling me that.
I'm not
You
lying,
don't have
so.
much time. How do you think this date is going?
Probably like a 3 out of 10. Mainly my fault.
That's generous.
Yeah.
Do you like Plo Koon better or Mace Windu?
I don't know who Plo Koon is, so I guess I'm gonna go with Mace
It's
Windu.
Plo Koon
Oh, sorry.
with a hard P. Then our date's over.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Thank you.
It was good. It wasn't actually.
Oh, okay.
Is the date going well enough that you would give this to me as a gift?
I don't know if I would give it to you as a gift, unfortunately.
Okay, well, it's over anyway, so I guess it's time for you to go. Please,
Please what?
please go.
Oh, please leave.
Yeah.
It was very nice meeting you.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
that I didn't do too well.
Okay, bye, Brad. Yeah, he touched my shoulder. It was weird.
Do you feel a little bit more prepared?
No, I don't think I'll ever do this again. Yeah, I don't really understand why I can't get a lot of second dates. I thought I was very warm and welcoming on all of those, but I was just getting really negative feedback from the other guys. It was not great vibes. So I felt like every single one of them went pretty badly. I don't blame myself for any of it. I tried my best and I think I did a good job.
So that was horribly embarrassing and recorded. I'm glad that everyone was able to watch that online. So clearly, we're in need of a little assistance here. So why don't we look at some couples in Star Wars and see what can be learned there. So why don't we start with the most famous couple, Han and Leia.
I think Han and Leia, on the surface, they're a bad couple because like they keep running away from each other. That seems to be their thing. They seem to be okay with it.
I mean, I always thought that they seemed happy enough, but like based on Kylo Ren, maybe they were so happy they ignored him all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also think like a kid like that's this crappy, like this
You
kid.
think he came
this
out
kid'll-
looking like that?
I think so. Yeah, he was born. He was just smaller, but still with this Adam Driver head. Yeah, I think a kid that's this much of a dick can end a marriage.
The marriage story of Han and Leia is essentially we need to talk about Kylo.
Yes.
Yes.
But not for nothing, that really is probably the story of their marriage. If you think about how everything turned out and he killed all of those kids.
Yeah,
and
he's a
stuff.
snotty
so.
little murderer. Yeah, he
Yeah.
ended their marriage.
I also think that facing a very modern problem, their various work commitments to smuggling and leadership all tore them apart because they never got off the holocron at night. Like even as many times as they read articles about sleeplessness and how they needed to turn it off or
And
at
like
least
blue
turn
light
it,
mode or
the
whatever.
blue light mode,
Yeah.
turn off blue light. They never
Yeah.
did it. Especially Leia, if we're honest, never got off the holocron.
Well, why is it Leia's responsibility?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that she was especially constantly connected to work and she wouldn't turn off the holocron and they were trying to sleep and it was like, oh, the bed's just for sex and sleeping, but she was working there. And in all of those ways and more, I feel like they're the most realistic relationship in Star Wars.
You're right. What about Luke and Leia? Because they technically count.
I think she should have, even after they found out they were twins, she still should have just gone with Luke. Yeah.
Really?
Luke would have stayed with her.
Luke's a better guy.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the couple that really should have probably happened in Star Wars that didn't.
Dream couple?
I mean, twincest, we're familiar with that now because of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but they did it first.
He clearly has no staying power. He's off on this island by himself, pouting. He would not
Well,
have
because
stayed
he got
with
his
her.
heart broken because his best friend stole his girl.
Yeah,
like
his
you would
sister.
go banish yourself to an island too. That might be what Last Jedi is about. Like
Yeah.
Rey like helps him get through that.
Rey like hears this whole story and she's like, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're proposing Luke and Leia as the couple that should have happened.
Yeah.
So Luke and Leia. I
Yeah.
just really want to make this clear.
Again, I'm not a scientist. Like I'm not a twin scientist.
Yeah. And when it's Star Wars, we don't know how their biology works.
Thank you.
There you go.
So it may not even be genetically unsound
Yeah, it might
for
be
them to
fine.
get together.
Yeah.
What about Chewbacca? He has a wife and a child in the holiday special, which is canon officially.
I mean, I feel like their dynamic is probably one that would appeal to me.
That's
Because they see each other once a year, and then they build up this whole fantasy about the passion that they have. It seems like they're
like a
into
prison
drama.
wife.
Yeah, like
conjugal visits.
Yeah,
where
like
it's
conjugal visits.
They're always courting.
Yeah,
and that's what
tragic.
you're drawn to. It's
Yeah, we just got a corner piece on the Roth puzzle.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's definitely. I definitely don't want to deal with the real human emotions.
Yeah. Jabba the Hutt in the Clone Wars movie, he has a son, Rada the Hutt. So like, can we assume he was in a relationship? Like, is that even how Hutts reproduce? Do they like father children, or do they just like peel off of his body and become their own beings? How does that work?
He has a mama.
Yeah,
He has Mama the Hutt.
No, Mama the Hutt is Jabba the Hutt's mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
okay.
Mama the So
Okay.
if Jabba has
And
a
she's
mama,
actually Mama the Hutt.
and she's Mama the Hutt.
She could be a sugar mama.
That's true.
Oh, this is a new
We don't
fun
know.
interpretation. And then, like a giant sexless Komodo dragon, he birthed through necessity.
Yeah.
Or that whole
Yeah.
tail is one big genitalia.
Okay. I was gonna say his whole body could potentially
That could just be one big genitalia.
Yeah.
It's like a duck
I
situation
think it
where
is.
it's just like really like long and corkscrews.
Ducks are entirely genitalia?
Yeah, from the neck, from the right past the beak and down
Oh
through
my
the tail
God.
feather.
Wait, every time I'm eating a duck, I'm eating a penis.
Yeah, ducks are 90% genitalia.
I've ate
Yeah.
so much penis.
Yeah.
That's. What about my favorite, Anakin and Padme?
My favorite too. That's a great relationship. You know, he was what, 9 when they fell in
Yeah.
love? What was she in Phantom Menace, 14,
He
15?
thought she was an angel.
Yeah.
If she was your friend, I feel like you would be pretty worried about her. Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, if you're Facebook stalking your friend and you're like, what's Padme doing? Oh, she's definitely
dating this guy.
like banging the guy that she babysat.
First you'd be like, he's cute,
Yeah.
and then you'd like click his profile and be like, he's a Jedi.
or you would be like, didn't she babysit him?
It's on her timeline as life
Yeah.
events. Started babysitting Anakin.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's only like 4 years ago. Jeez.
Yeah.
Remember when that assassin put those little slugs in her room? I think that's when she was really like, hey, Rat Tail. What was then?
So what about some of the new characters? Finn and Rey? You think that's gonna happen?
No, I think Finn and Poe happens.
Yeah.
Finn and Poe?
Yeah.
It's Disney, you guys.
Oh, that jacket scene when they meet up with it, he's like, oh, it suits you. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that was
I feel
fireworks.
like Finn can do better than Poe.
I feel like Finn and Rey, they're setting us up to think that that's going to happen. So therefore it's not. But I do feel like there is a certain amount of tension between her and Kylo that could lead to some...
You were Reylo?
Yeah, a little bit. Don't you think that they are either twins, which...
No,
See,
they're
I
not
was right.
twins.
Yeah,
They're
if
10
they're
years
siblings.
apart,
Which
canonically.
means, to your earlier point, we do not know how birthing works in this world. You're saying that just somebody can't gestate for 9 years? We don't know that.
Whoa. Okay. So we've been talking about relationships in the Star Wars universe, and a lot of fans actually already do that. They not only think about it, but they contribute. So Roth has helpfully found us an extremely steamy fanfic that she reads in the sad solitude of her home, and she's gonna read it to us now.
So this is Padme and Anakin, and you know, I'm not saying get a little plastic under your seats, audience, but this does get pretty steamy.
It's about to get wet.
Can we even read
it
this
gets
on
hot
here?
for me.
What have you brought to share with us, Roth?
A tale of fiscal responsibility.
Hot.
Anakin smiled, that devilish grin of his. I have worked tirelessly the last couple of hours arranging for us a small 3-day vacation.
Whoa, a
mini
modest
break.
trip. It's extravagant.
This is why you're going to have so much fun, he said, gracing her with a pleased expression. He lifted her hands to his lips, kissing them.
It's heating up.
You have enough civilian clothing for the entire trip, including a couple of things picked out for you specifically that your handmaiden would not show me. Oh
Okay.
dear, Padme nearly blushed. What about the credits? I made a modest withdrawal of 50,000 credits, he rejoined in a celebration of fiscal responsibility. Padme's eyes widened. Modest. He said, oh Padme, we made a budget and I'm sticking to it.
He's planned out a lot of the logistics of the trip.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for him to be like, it's a deal I found on Groupon.
this fan fiction is the best fan fiction
Lando's
I've
gonna
ever
be there.
read because it is all of the most boring parts of the relationships.
You know what? This is like the
here.
lead up though. The person's like salivating as they're typing this.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, just wait. Yeah.
Wait
Yeah.
until you get into their Spreadsheets.
We're gonna get to watch them check into the hotel as well.
We reached
forgets
the
what
hotel.
credit card
I
he
think we should
charged
all
it
start
to.
to make up our own.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
this isn't
about
sexy
to
at
go
all.
No.
down. We reached the hotel and approached the bellman cautiously.
The bell droid said, I need to see the card that you charged the room to. Anakin said, shoot, it might have been this one. She scanned it and said, I'm sorry, sir, the name matches, but the card number doesn't.
He was very frustrated. I know that this is the card that I used because this is my business card and I'm writing this off as a business expense.
Padme blushed lightly and turned to Anakin. It's cool, dear.
Discreetly, she said to the clerk, just put it on my card. The droid said, is it all right if I also use this card for incidentals? She said, yeah, go ahead.
Suddenly, Anakin remembered that they'd forgotten to bring toothbrushes.
Do you have a gift shop in your hotel?
The droid said yes. Once you reach the elevator, you're going to make a left. Toothbrushes in hand, Padme followed Anakin into the elevator.
They slowly and softly shut the door and approached the bed.
I'm kind of tired from the trip.
And he was like, yeah, me too.
Padme spent the next 4 hours removing her geisha makeup before she could take a nap. The end.
The end.
The end.
Hot.
Rated
Hot.
M for mature. So I think I've learned a lot about romance from Star Wars, and especially Anakin and Padme. So I've taken some of their most romantic dialogue, and I'm gonna see if they work in courting real human beings in the workplace, which is the best place to court people. So let's go give it a shot.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, has some of the most romantic dialogue that's ever been written by humans. So I decided to take it for a test drive and see if I can pick up any partners using the smooth pickup lines from this film. Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
I was destined to be a Jedi. I don't think I could be anything else. I wish I could wish away my feelings, but I can't.
Do you like an audition later?
No, I'm talking to you as a person.
That's to me. I mean, I'm good.
Okay, thanks. I think time has given me much more mature feelings to enhance my perception.
Okay.
Yeah. I know I will be punished and possibly thrown out of the Jedi Order, but I must go. I have to help her. I'm sorry, Padme. I have no choice. I forgot to even ask him out. We need a system where the politicians sit down and discuss the problems, agree what's in the best interests of the people, and then do it. Will you go on a date with me? From the moment I met you, all those years ago, a day hasn't gone by when I haven't thought of you. I can't breathe. I'm haunted by the kiss you never should have given me.
What was your name?
I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm Michael.
Hi.
I don't remember kissing you before.
That wasn't true.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You listen. Yeah, you. We live in a real world. Come back to it. You're studying to become a Jedi Knight. I'm a senator. If you follow your thoughts through to conclusion, they will take us to a place we cannot go, regardless of the way we feel about each other. I think I had mixed results. Some of them seemed like they were in the middle of something, so I might hear back from them later. I'm feeling optimistic about this one.
I had to have a long talk with HR after that. Did you guys enjoy the clip?
That was really funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was really good.
So you may now leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And while they're both leaving, we're gonna do some general grievances like we did last time and every time. Let's see what the fans say this week. Darth Connery says, this wasn't really entertaining, but it wasn't boring enough to turn off either. That's fine. You don't have to like it. We're still getting that sweet, sweet ad revenue. So just leave it on in a background tab. That's fine. Now our next one is Richard Hirviniemi. He says, Jenny, Who is your biggest hero? I would have to say Harriet Tubman. Thank you for asking. Next we have Slater V. He says, Jenny, are you single? And yes, I am. Didn't you just watch that whole episode? We just did a whole episode about it. I can't believe you asked that. It's like you didn't even watch first. You're so stupid, Slater. What's wrong with you? Anyway, thanks for all your nice comments. I'll respond to you if you comment this time. You can do that under the video by having a YouTube account. So I'll see everybody next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Click these boxes to watch more Screen Junkies news and click the logo to subscribe.